What is going on, everybody? Noble here with you guys today, and in today's video we're going to talk about every single game that has been affected by PSN name changes. I keep getting this question, and before we start the video, let me just say, guys, that every video that I make because I want to make it, but even more importantly than that, I make these videos because I want to help you guys out as much as possible, and I want to give you as much information as I can, and I want to make sure that that information is 100% accurate. So in this video, it's actually going to require you guys to do a little bit of work. I know that is unheard of, but all you guys need to do is check out the description and you guys will be able to find out if your game is going to be affected or not. Now, if you guys go to the first link in the description, it's going to bring you to this page on PlayStation.com, and this is the games list homepage. I do want to go over this information specifically at the top of the page because I do feel like it's important. So at the very top, it says the PlayStation 4 games in this game list have been tested for online ID change feature. This list also describes some of the common issues that were identified from that testing. However, we do not guarantee that all issues were found. Games which have no known issues identified in this list may still experience issues if you change your online ID. It goes on to say games not on the list have not been tested and may experience issues if you change your online ID. For examples of issues you may experience, see below. And then the last paragraph at the very top says all PS4 games originally published on or after April 1st, 2018 have been developed to support the online ID change feature. However, they have not been specifically tested with the online ID feature, and we do not guarantee that they will be fully compatible with that feature. As such, games published on or after April 1st, 2018 are not included in the game list unless a game has been reported and an issue confirmed, in which case we will add that game to the games list. So essentially what this is all saying is that the very first time that they went ahead and said, hey, we're going to go ahead and give you guys what you want, we're going to give you name changes, they were saying any game that was available after April 1st, 2018 essentially wouldn't be affected. That's what they had said. Now they're kind of walking back on it a little bit and saying, hey, every game that was made after April 1st, 2018 has the feature available, but that does not mean that developers have tested it. It doesn't mean that PlayStation has tested it. It doesn't mean that people that were in the beta have tested it. So some games may still have issues, and this is going to be a big problem. And the way I see it, PlayStation was kind of screwed from the get-go. At the very beginning, for years and years and years, we have been asking for PlayStation name changes, and they flat out told us many a time that they did not account for that. Whenever they were building the PlayStation architecture, they did not actually think that people would want to go ahead and change their names eventually, and they just didn't plan for it. So it was not possible. Then they started saying, hey, we're working on it, we're going to give you guys what you want, and this is what we get. So their choices were either have people bitching at them that they wanted PlayStation name changes, or what we have now, which is PlayStation name changes, but with a whole lot of caveats, and that's a big issue. So I kind of feel bad for them, but at the same time, they are giving us what we want. It's just coming along with a whole lot of baggage. So that's the first page. I just wanted you guys to know that right off the bat. Under that, they do have some stuff that you guys will need to read. There are games with no known issues, which is pretty much if you're going to change your PSN name or your PSN ID, you're not going to have any issues with these games. They've also got games with issues that have been identified, and these games might have some minor issues, but they're not really going to affect your overall gameplay or anything like that. And then they've also got games with critical issues, which means you may actually lose information, you may lose data, you may lose progress towards trophies, and these are the games that we are really interested in. These are the games that we actually want to know about because we don't want to lose our progress. So I do need you guys to go and check out that first link in the description. Make sure that you read and understand what you guys are actually talking about whenever you're checking out the games. Now the rest, I'm just going to leave it up to you guys. It's actually very simple. Again, all these links are in the description. There are games with no known issues, and this list is actually pretty huge. A whole lot of games were tested, and a whole lot of them didn't have issues, so much so that they just alphabetized it. There are a lot of games here. You guys can go ahead and check if your game is going to be affected or not. On games with no known issues, none of these games will be affected by your PSN name change. Now, on the other link, it says games with identified issues in the description. Go ahead and click on that. these are games that have some small issues, but are not going to be game-breaking issues. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. The list is not very big. There are not that many games with issues that have been identified. And then the last link in the description, games with critical issues. These are the games that have been tested and have been found to have major issues where you may lose progress, you may lose your trophies, and you just may not be able to play the game anymore. Now again, I tried making this video and I was trying to go through everything. I made a much longer video than this, but towards the end while editing, I realized that that video would have bored you guys to death. And I don't want to do that to you guys. So this is all the information that you do need though, so that you can go ahead and check out the games for yourself. That way you know 100% if the game that you're interested in is going to be affected. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully this will answer all your questions. Like I said, I was getting question after question. Will this game be affected? Will that game be affected? And I cannot take that much time out of my day to answer every single question when it's going to be the exact same question with a different game every single time. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. I do my very best to help you guys out. I do my very best to give you guys 100% accurate information. So if you guys like this video, if you made it this far, let me know by saying, hey, I made it this far in the comments down below. And if you guys have not already subscribed, consider subscribing. I would very much appreciate it. And that's where we're going to end this video, guys. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, let me know. I love your faces. Keep on gaming, and I'll see you guys next time.